Hey guys, what's going on? So I'm sure, as you can tell by the caption of this video, this is my 2021 Audi R8 rear-wheel drive, and I'm going to be going over a couple things with this car. Primarily, how much it costs, what it takes to finance this car, what it takes to be able to get into this type of car. So starting off, I purchased this car a couple weeks ago. I was very familiar with the platform already. My dad had a 2017 R8, so it made me really want to get one. This is wrapped in a satin matte black finish. Underneath is Vegas yellow. Some people like that finish. I'm really not the biggest fan of it, to be honest, so I think that the wrap looks nice. I went ahead and knocked out the 5% tints on the sides and on the front. I ordered a pair of forged wheels that are going to come in and some lowering springs to go on top of that. I have a titanium exhaust on the way as well, and some carbon fiber stuff too. So I got a wing going on the back, new diffuser, new front lip. Car is going to be pretty mean by the time I'm done with it. I'm going in tomorrow to get the tail lights and headlights tinted as well. So getting to the good stuff. When it comes to this car, what it takes to be able to get approved and how much this car costed me. So this car was $155,500 out the door. And then obviously you have to add dock and tax on top of that as well. So it came out to $167, all said and done. What I liked about this car and what really, turned me on to it, to be honest with you, is the fact that it was only a two-owner car. It was registered to the same person twice, and it had 8,000 miles on it. So super low mileage. This car holds value exceptionally well compared to other cars in its class, which I also like. And if you know or don't know, the Audi R8 is actually discontinued at this point. So I think that the value of these cars are actually going to go up as time goes on. So at the purchase price of $155,000, what it takes to get into a car like this, if you're going to finance it and not pay cash, what the banks typically like to look at is your car financing history. So typically what a bank will approve when you're getting a car is 2 times more than what the loan you had previously was, or your highest loan in the past. So let's say you had a $40,000 loan for a car and you wanted to get another car. They'll approve you up to $80,000 with a decent down payment, and because your highest was $40,000. So for me, the highest that I ever financed before was $55,000. That was for a 2017 C63S. Also, it was wrapped in satin black as well. So they wouldn't even approve me for twice the limit. So at $155,000, I had to put a hefty down payment down on the vehicle, which, wasn't the most fun thing in the world, but I know I really wanted the car and I was in a position where I was able to do it. So $155,000, I had to put $80,000 down for this vehicle, which, it wasn't, like I said, the most enjoyable thing to do, but you got to do what you got to do sometimes to get what you want. And the monthly payment on this car is $1,650 for 60 months with a 6% interest rate. I am planning on refinancing it and doing some tasteful modifications to, justify the price that I want to sell it at in the future, which would ideally be more than what I paid for it. So that's my goal here, and that's what I want to do. But with $1,600 a month and $80,000 down, that leaves me with $87,000 financed. I'll always be right side up on this vehicle, which is a good thing. I looked at this car as not only something to enjoy, but I looked at it as something that I could use as an investment. I know this car will hold its value, and I know that this car will be able to pay for itself in the future. So that I really enjoyed a lot about it. So at $155,000, $80,000 down, you were looking at $1,650 for 60 months at 6% interest. So it was not a bad deal at all. They wanted $165,000 for it. I was able to knock them down to $155,500, which was great. And then the 8,000 miles on the vehicle were another tasteful feature for me. One thing I also really like about this car is on the inside, it came with some tasteful modifications in here. Factory modifications, albeit, but I really enjoyed the carbon fiber little subtle things that they had on it. So I liked right here in the door, it had the carbon fiber. Around here on the cluster, I had carbon fiber. Here in the center, carbon fiber. And then right here on the air vent, carbon fiber. It's a little messy on the inside right now, but as you can tell, the car is super clean, super crisp. And yeah, about 8,458. I've driven it a little bit. I also have another vehicle. I have a 2016 Maserati Ghibli, and it's never given me any issues, knock on wood. So I use that as more so my daily. But since I just got this car, I obviously really wanted to enjoy it and drive it around for a little bit, and you know, get my miles out of it before I start to kind of put it away a little bit and just start doing modifications, and it'll be more of a treat to drive. So those are the mods that are coming up next. As far as insurance goes, I got insurance through Root Insurance. So I don't have the best driving history in the world, so insurance was a little bit tough, but I had it maxed out. So I have $300,000 and everything. I have full comprehensive coverage, full everything, and it cost me around $450 a month for full coverage on the vehicle, which is a little steep. I get that, but it gives me the peace of mind to be able to, you know, sleep and understand that the car is fully protected, you know. So that's something that's a necessity. For other people, I'm sure that the insurance would be a lot cheaper, but for me, that just really wasn't the case. So all in, I'm looking at around $2,000 a month for this vehicle. And then, you know, oil changes and transmission fluid changes and all that will come as time goes on. But I'd really like to start making some content on this car. As far as the modification process goes, just driving and showing you guys what it's like to be able to rip around. If you want to see more footage on this car and you want to see different types of modifications and you want to see different types of content as it comes to this vehicle, please just drop it in the comments. I'm happy to do whatever it is that you guys want to do. You know, cars have always been my passion. I've had a handful of different vehicles. I had a Lime Rock Park E92 M3. I've had 3 C63s. I had 1 C63S and 2 W204s, which was the 6.2 liter V8. I had an Audi RS7. I mentioned early in the video that I had some history with the 2017 Gen 2 Audi R8, but if you guys want to see content on this car, please let me know. You know, if you'd like to know what I do for a living and how I make my income, also please drop it in the comments. Like I said, I want to turn this YouTube channel into a little bit of a car page. Actually, I'm looking at another car as well that I might add to the collection, but that'll be a little bit of a surprise, and when it's said and done, you will definitely be seeing it. But for right now, that's all, guys. Let me know what you'd like to see and let me know what you'd like me to do next, and that's pretty much it. So to break it down one last time, to get into this 2021 Audi R8, price was $155,500. I put $80,000 down, $1,650 a month with a 6% interest rate on the vehicle, and we're doing that for 60 months again. We'll see what the future holds, if I want to flip it, if I want to do whatever I want to do with it, but for now, let me know what you'd like to see. That's what it costs to get into a 2021 Audi R8.